try to explain how Melissa acts towards Jamie and how she treats her. The From day one, whenever I got with Jamie, I ended up talking to her, and she was talking bad about Jamie and stuff, and she ended up saying things like, that she stalks her and everything else, and she went and showed her phone saying, that she has her in the phone as stalker bitch. Well, that kind of irritated me a little bit considering, I was, you know, just starting to see Jamie, thinking, what is your problem with her so bad, whenever she didn't even do anything to you. And as time progressed, I we ended up being friends and stuff. Oh, and she also mentioned about her supposedly uh, raping her, or whatever. And I don't find that very. I think that is ridiculous, and that is slander. Because Jamie would never do anything like that. Because she's a very good person, and she takes a lot of shit from people. And that I don't like that at all. I don't believe it for 1 minute. And I think that uh, she needs to tell everybody the truth about that, because I don't like that at all. And well, as I was saying, as time progressed, we ended up going to one of her ball games, and she ended up fixing Jamie's tie. And as she was doing it, she looked right at me as if she was saying, "Look at me, I'm touching your girlfriend, I'm in public, what are you gonna do about it?" Kind of like a in your face kind of attitude, like the way she was doing it. And this really pisses me off, because I would message her on MySpace or text her, and she would never respond to me. Never. Not once. Not one time. Jamie will message her or anything, and she would end up messaging her and responding to her. So, you know, to me, that makes me feel that she used me to get to Jamie. And then, whenever we went to her ball games, because she would invite us to go to her ball games, because we would be sitting in the house just being bored, doing whatever, watching TV and stuff, and then all of a sudden she would text the phone saying, "Are you guys bored?" And we'd be like, "Yeah, we're pretty bored." She was like, "Well, why don't you come to our ball game?" Okay, whatever. Well, we ended up going to her ball games, and then soon after that, she ended up acting really, how do I want to put it? Basically started cussing out Jamie and treating her like shit. And Jamie didn't even do and or say anything to her to have her act like that for no reason at all. And we ended up, I didn't care that Jamie was talking to her. I was like, whatever. You know, you be friends with your exes and stuff. You know, that's how I am. You know, I don't care if you're friends with your exes and stuff as long as that is all the further it is. Well, as time progressed, um, she would come back into Jamie's life, be nice to her, and then start cussing her out and treating her like shit for no reason, and saying things like she's crazy and psychotic, and I don't like that, you know, because you know that's not fair to her to have somebody say things like that isn't true, you know, because you know certain things that she would go and say would get Jamie to kind of get a little funny because you know she's in a relationship and she would be like acting like she was flirting with Jamie and stuff. And Jamie would confront her about it and ask her about it, and then she'd turn around and act really mean towards her and say that she's being ridiculous and see, I can't trust you and all this stuff. Whenever all Jamie was doing was just asking a simple question. Simple. And then, because, you know, she would not talk to me or anything, it got me to really not like her at all because, like I said earlier, I felt that she was using me to get to Jamie whenever she wanted to. And I, I didn't like that at all because poor Jamie was literally going nuts. You know, not understanding. Like she would cry, literally cry because she could not understand why she was being treated the way she was and why everybody hates her. You know, we don't have any friends because of that. We would go to get our hair cut and a certain person would all of a sudden call up Melissa and tell her that we were there and start talking shit about Jamie. And you know that's not that's not right. That's on the other side being the stalker, having people spy on you, telling them where they are whenever they go and see them. That's being the stalker. And, you know, that's not right at all because, you know, saying that Jamie's being the stalker whenever she's just doing her own thing, minding her own business, and all of a sudden being called the stalker whenever other people, when they see us, will end up calling her up, telling her where we are at and what is going on. And she'll contact Jamie's stepbrother and um, talk to him and basically get false information about our relationship. And all of a sudden, she wants to go and kick my ass and stuff. And she ended up saying, you know, whenever I was still sort of friends with her,